Welcome to today's video. In this episode, we're diving into the ancient wisdom of Stoicism to tackle a problem that most of us face daily, worrying about the future. We all know what it's like to feel anxious about what's coming next, but what if there's a better way to approach life's uncertainties? Let's explore how Stoic principles can help us embrace unpredictability and find peace in a chaotic world. Why do we worry so much? Let's face it, the future can be intimidating. It's unknown and out of our control, and that lack of control often leaves us feeling helpless. We might try to gain a sense of power over it by overthinking, planning obsessively, or even praying for specific outcomes. But no matter how hard we try, the future stays unpredictable. This can lead to endless anxiety and fear, emotions that rob us of our inner peace. The ancient Stoics had a different approach. They believed that worrying about things outside our control is not only unhelpful, but also harmful to our well-being. Instead, they taught us to focus solely on what is within our power, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. What's in our control? According to Epictetus, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, the key to peace lies in distinguishing between what we can and cannot control. Our actions, opinions, and choices are within our power, but external events, like other people's actions or the twists and turns of life, are not. When we shift our focus to what's truly up to us, we free ourselves from unnecessary worry and regain a sense of calm. Imagine this. Instead of trying to predict whether it will rain tomorrow, you prepare for both possibilities. You carry an umbrella if it rains, and enjoy the sunshine if it doesn't. By not clinging to a specific outcome, you're ready for whatever comes your way, and you're less stressed in the process. Stop feeding your imagination with fear. Worry often stems from our imagination running wild. We create worst-case scenarios in our minds and convince ourselves they're inevitable. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Think about a time when you were worried about something, maybe a job interview, a health issue, or meeting new people. How often did those fears actually come true? Most of the time they don't. Yet we spend so much energy agonizing over what might happen. Seneca's advice? Practice prudence. This means being mindful of your thoughts and steering them away from unnecessary fears. Instead of letting your mind spiral, take a step back and assess the situation rationally. Even if there's a real threat, worrying excessively doesn't help. Preparation and calm thinking do. Perspective matters. The Tale of Two Scouts. Epictetus offers us a fascinating story in his writings. Imagine two scouts sent to observe the same situation. The first scout returns full of fear, reporting danger and doom. The second scout, however, describes the same scene but sees no threats, just challenges that can be faced with courage. The difference? Their perspective. The first scout let fear cloud their judgment, while the second saw things clearly and chose not to label them as terrible. This story reminds us that it's not the situation itself that causes worry, but how we interpret it. By changing our perspective, we can approach life's challenges with a sense of calm and clarity. Avoid the trap of begging for control. The Stoics believed that trying to control the uncontrollable is like begging for something that isn't ours to take. They used the metaphor of Zeus, the king of gods, to illustrate this idea. Zeus governs the universe and his decisions are beyond our influence. Instead of pleading for him to change the course of events, the Stoics suggest focusing on how we respond to those events. Marcus Aurelius, another great Stoic philosopher, put it beautifully. Pray not for things to happen as you wish, but for the strength to face whatever happens. In other words, instead of asking for the rain to stop, pray for the resilience to dance in it. This shift in mindset allows us to navigate life with grace and strength. Embrace whatever comes. Finally, the Stoics encourage us to align our desires with reality. This doesn't mean giving up on goals or dreams, but rather accepting that some things are simply out of our hands. Epictetus reminds us that true freedom comes from wanting what we already have or whatever life brings us. Imagine how much lighter you'd feel if you stopped resisting the inevitable and started embracing it instead. For example, instead of fearing failure, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. By welcoming life's twists and turns, you'll find that there's nothing left to fear. Takeaway. The Stoics offer us powerful tools to combat worry and embrace the unpredictable nature of life. By focusing on what's in our control, letting go of unhelpful fears, and shifting our perspective, we can cultivate a sense of peace and resilience. Remember, even small steps toward these principles can make a big difference. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights on Stoicism and living a meaningful life. Let me know in the comments how you deal with worry. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, take care and stay mindful.